When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
Time, didn't I? Yes, I totally did.
Not me, but I've only got 1 point, so I don't want to spend it right now.
Oh, I spent mine on perception. Now that I know I could see across the entire city.
Yeah, I got plans on mine, so I'm just like slowly increasing my ability to intome people. Because, I mean, that's cool and fun.
Oh, I spend every point I get at every moment. If something costs 2 points, didn't buy it. I call that irresponsible planning. That's what Walter's all about.
But theoretically, if I probably spent like 9 or 18 points on creation, I could also turn into a move object power of the same rank. So increasing my accuracy right now technically increases that in the future if I ever did that, which would be silly, but also possible.
I'm just trying to burst back all the points that you guys apparently put into skills that I never did. What's that? Rolled another 3? Perfect.
I've been seriously considering, like, oh, I ought to get, like, points in mythology and history and stuff. But it's more funny if I just don't remember anything.
I only put 22 points in skills.
I think I have about the same.
Mine says 30.
I have 22 points in skills. That's just, apparently you went super focused on a couple of skills, and I put like 3 or 4 here and there.
Well, let's see here. I have...
Okay.
Yeah, so I have 15 power points in skills. There we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have 22 power points in skills.
Yeah, I have 44 total skill.
Yeah, same here. 44 ranks.
I just have like 2 10 ranks as my best. And apparently you've got things that are like maximum.
I got 1 10, 2 6s, and 2 5s.
Oh. Well, I thought you were a lot better in a lot more things.
Nope.
I got 2 10s, a 5, a 4, a 6.
What you're thinking, though, is Epic. Epic has 10s, straight 10s in... where is it? Where's the skills? Investigation, Perception, Technology, and Ranged Attack. And he's also got base 10 in Intelligence and Awareness, so that means most of his skill rolls are base 20 or base 21.
I got like 10, 12, 6, 12, and then a 3.
I have 33 points in skills.
I have 1 strength, and the rest is 0. Yeah, you
Honestly,
bang that
putting
drum.
4 points into fighting was an incredible thing to do. So
Say what?
I feel pretty happy with
You did what now?
that. 4 points into fighting. Like as a core thing.
Yeah.
That was a guitar or something.
Yes, or something.
Or something like that.
I mean, I could be wrong.
That was either a guitar or anything else. I feel I could say this without fear of repercussion or talkback.
I'm just glad I can
he's
help
not
narrow it down for
wrong.
you guys.
It could technically be anything.
Look, I don't know what I'm hearing. That was either a drum, a guitar, or anything else in the universe.
Possibly.
Cover the bases, man.
Yeah.
We have guitar, drum, and the rest.
Yeah, like Gilligan's Island, right?
Yeah.
Skipper and the rest.
All right.
Wasn't there anybody else besides the cast? What they said in the theme song? Was there anybody else?
Yeah, there was guest stars every week.
Oh, that's right.
Anybody who fell on the island, like the Harlem Globetrotters, or Russian Mafia, or
Jeez.
Giant
Well,
Ape.
Harlem Globetrotters were in everything. It's like, you know what? Fuck it. They'll have multiple appearances in Scooby-Doo. Who cares?
I mean, they were the stars of the second movie.
They had their own TV show. What are you saying?
They even had their own basketball team.
Oh, that's taking it a bit too far, though.
I know. I think they really just kind of got to dial it back after that.
Technically, they had 2 basketball teams.
Well,
Because they had the Harlem Globetrotters, and then they had the guys that they played against every game.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They just had the random schmucks who had to look like fools for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm
Every game.
just having flashbacks to The Simpsons. Like, what do you mean you didn't bet on the Harlem Globetrotters?
I actually got to see him once back in the 80s. I think it was 80s. Yeah.
I got to see him all the time on television.
Well, I meant live. I went to one of their games.
Okay. So
Pretty sweet.
let me see here. Let me get everything in order. So, can you discern any improvement in audio quality?
I can't notice a difference.
Well, it definitely sounds very clear at this moment.
I'm half deaf, so.
Maybe even a little loud, so I might turn that down. I don't know.
All right.
Or maybe that's just you being like cool and excitable. I don't know.
Should I move the microphone farther from my face?
Well, we can just turn you down on our end if you're too loud.
Yeah.
You're fine for me, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying if you could just stay where you are, and so you could just go to the user volume and just if you really need to.
So just out of curiosity, did you take one of those old magnifying lamps and just take the head off and then attach the microphone to it? Because that's what it sounds like. Because I remember my dad had one of those, and the spring you're hitting there.
It is somewhat similar.
Just life hacked an old lamp instead of buying a new stand.
Perhaps.
We just
Life
need the
hack,
dog to
just
stay
buy
very
a new
still.
one.
This is actually a microphone stand.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. Let's get here. I haven't seen this title card in a while. All right.
See it every time I upload a new video.
Oh yeah. And will it? Yes. Okay. So, do we all remember where we were last time?
No.
We had an idiot to go break.
His name was Haximus Maximus.
Yes.
Man, he
I
has
believe more
it online
specifically-
handled.
Yeah, I believe more specifically, Haximus Maximus maximally hacked a construction robot and sent it careening towards Arsenal's base.
Mhm.
We did not appreciate this. So I
No.
think we're at the point of trying to collude to set a massive trap for him somehow.
Yes. So how are
I
you
mean-
going to go about doing that? Good old Haximus Maximus.
I mean, we could always just call him out and just call him a scrub.
Instant rage.
Yeah, just say, I've seen better. This is, what's the word? This is Bush League.
Script kitty.
I mean, if you're just gonna take your gloves off and slap someone across the face with it, I mean, then I don't think I need to be a part of this.
I will kill him with my gloves if I do that.
Well, metaphorical gloves, dueling gloves.
But yeah, all we have to, super easy. Here's what you do. Okay, first off, you give Epic some kind of shit-talking subroutine, and then you have him just go to town on our Haximus Maximus friend until he exposes where he is, and then we just, I don't know, drop a car on his house. Or throw him at a car that's falling onto his house.
Well, you'll
Catches
never
him.
get him then. The car will crush his mother because he'll be living in the basement.
Yeah, my idea was along the lines of posing as somebody wanting to hire him for something, and then it's like, well, I don't know, this is a big job, we think it might be too much for you, here, try this first. And then, basically set him up someplace where we could draw him out into the open, so to speak.
Perhaps.
I mean, we could just have him, steal Benjamin's passwords. It's fine.
But
all this-
my passwords, they're secret. They're 1, 2, 3, 4,
Motherfucker.
5. No one's
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to know
guest
them.
and admin.
Well, I was thinking it was either going to be that, or it was going to be completely unhackable because it's in hieroglyphics. Somehow or
Where
another,
do you
it's
even get a hieroglyphic keyboard?
Where's the key for the man holding a pot? I don't understand.
Well, actually, if you want a hieroglyphic keyboard, just ask Arsenal, he'll make one.
Or we just copy and
It won't
paste
work.
the
We'll have one.
copy and paste the symbols off of Wikipedia.
Just drag the image into the password field.
Alright, I need a key for a scorpion and and a key for a bull's head on a stick. Can I get 2 of those? One for Upper Egypt and one for Lower Egypt. You see, they're different dialects, so different bulls on different sticks.
Of course.
Instead of a shift key, you have Upper Nile and Lower. You have Upper Nile, Lower Nile key.
Oh, it's terrible. I love
That
it.
is terribly good. All right.
All right.
But
So
go ahead.
So like I said, that was one option I had. The other one is I can just let Epic loose on him and figure out where his crash pad is and hack him from the inside.
I suggest the one that ruins him. Because
Always
the one
good
where you
to,
hack his webcam, and you just put the video of him masturbating online.
Hmm.
that's gross, but it works.
Was that too close to home for some of you? You guys went quiet.
No, I was just thinking like, that'll only last for like a month.
But what
Yeah.
if he's got
There'll
a
be another
mega
celebrity
dong?
wank video in like a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the old 2000s internet where a video kind of drift around for a while. It'll be like, here it's super popular, and next week it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but for that 1 week, he might be suicidal.
Yep.
We
the
just kill him by killing himself.
I feel like this might be a little bit more brutal than I was anticipating this to be.
Of course, if we only knew about Walter's all his abilities, I could hack his system and have it transmit a certain signal that only Walter could hear, and then he could find it in an instant.
We could always
What,
have
you
Walter
mean my
just
abilities as
cancel
an
his Amazon
Amazon? Yeah. You were getting there before I did.
Prime. Say goodbye to your 2-day
other-
shipping.
The other Walter.
Kovacs?
Never mind. So,
Otherwise
like I
known
said,
as Rorschach?
I suppose at this point, though, like, Benjamin could probably mention, it's like, hey, how many people were out there? I swear I saw a couple of them get injured. I was trying to find them, but I didn't see them anywhere.
Wait, are we back inside?
Yeah, we're
the big-
back in the
Yeah,
base.
we're back
Okay, that's
inside the
right.
base.
That's
We-
right. I ended up in I was taking
We-
a shower because I'm covered in disgusting.
Yeah.
You set off the fire alarms. That's right. Now, okay, I'm with it.
So yeah, you'd be in the middle of the shower and you hear the fire alarm system go off.
No, then I'd be like, yes,
No, that was
double
before,
showers.
that was before.
Anyway, so responding to Benjamin, I didn't get a count of the people. I was a little too busy trying to make sure that construction robot didn't come crashing through my home, you know?
Right, I was a little preoccupied too. But I didn't see them on my flyovers to or from. But I definitely saw them when I came in the first time. I don't know.
I didn't see anybody injured afterwards, so I guess we got lucky.
I don't know. Well, maybe they just weren't there at all. And he'll like shrug.
So, like I said, 2 plans. Do we want to try and lure him out so we can physically capture him, or do I unleash the hounds of digital war?
Well, this is kind of more your field. I'm going to leave that decision to you. Just tell me how you want to use me, if at all. Because I
Again,
think I heard Scrap offering to reveal my passwords for this.
Oh, you
Everybody's
mean?
allowed to know my password of 12345.
Yeah, that was about to say. You mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, exactly, my password. No one's
Yeah.
supposed to know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. I watched you type it in the other day, so yeah.
Just lurked behind.
No, he has Epic, like, magnify the reflection of the screen in his eyes and...
Enhance.
And then just see the entire password field is actually blank.
Never had one.
No, his password is actually 5 asterisks. That's his actual
Never guessed. Oh man, that would really get anybody off just like hacking your screen, right? I don't get it. I'm hacking his screen. I should be able to see everything he's typing.
Oh, that's lovely.
There was actually some hacking game I played that was a joke. You had to get into some school's thing to see what's going on, and the guy, there's a note in there where he was texting with another friend of his. Yeah, that's my password. It's 7 stars. That way nobody can figure out what my password is. So, anyways, hackertyper.com. What the heck?
Hackertyper.com?
Just put in this. Just it's legit. Just fine. Just when you get to it, just start pressing keys, random keys.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yes! Immerse yourself.
So that's how they do it on the on the shows.
Yes. Oh, are you
I'm gonna
trying?
have to share.
Are you actually gonna try and hack or get Epic to hack?
The thing is, right now the only trace we have is trying to backtrack him from those subweb boards that he posted on, which is pretty thin. It's possible, but we could do that. That's why I like the idea of trying to figure out something we can set up as a quote-unquote test for him and try and draw him out and grab him physically.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of figuring out what we can set up as a test, because it's going to have to be something similar to those robots where it's completely external, or he's going to just try and do it from the inside.
Yeah.
And it's got to be something that's believable, which isn't something that can be done quickly.
Benjamin will nod as if he understands.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, as a baseline thing, I'm going to have Epic monitor those boards that he was posting on and see if we can get lucky and get a trace on him back. So,
Okay. So make a... Well, I guess make an investigation with Epic.
okay.
Oof. Okay. So it seems like this person, whoever they were,
Mm-hmm.
did have is obviously competent at networking and hacking, and they're trying to cover their tracks, but you managed to find small data leaks that you could easily have overlooked.
Okay.
And they're pointing to a certain section of the city around Reichsglen, but you can't get a
Can't get any closer than that.
no, you can't get a beat on it because
Right.
they like burned some pathways before they left.
Yeah. All right. So I assume that takes about an hour or two to burn all that down.
Yeah.
All right.
In the
So-
meantime,
Yep.
what is everybody else doing in this warehouse lair?
Well, I was finishing the shower and the double shower because those fire suppression systems.
Well, it only went off for a couple of seconds before I got it shut off, but still.
Aw, well, it was still very interesting. Yeah, I blocked the door because fuck you guys, you're not getting in. Make sure I put the clothes back on. Is there a toothbrush in here?
Yes.
All right, sure. I'll brush my teeth. Not sure. It's not my toothbrush, but he can afford another one.
You're just having a time.
That is now your toothbrush.
Never had a toothbrush before.
You've taken that one from the toilet.
Master has given Scrap a toothbrush.
What? There's no giving here. It's just me like, oh, score. Toothbrush.
Taken your toothbrush.
The reverse. Master, Dobby has stolen a sock. Get fucked, Mr. Potter. So let's see. Brush the teeth. I'll take legitimate, like a lot less than an hour. We'll go back in the kitchen, see if there's anything more to eat.
Actually, what kind of stuff would Arsenal have in his kitchen?
Do you even have living quarters in your
Yes, I
base?
do.
There you
I
go.
do
So
have-
there probably is a kitchen.
Yes, there's a kitchen, and I figure there's 2 rooms set up for living in right now, including their own little bathrooms and the space for probably a couple more that he just hasn't set up. As for what's in his kitchen, like I said, it's lower middle class stuff. So yeah, there's some soy stuff in there, and the general lower end food stuff. But there's some other decent stuff in there too.
Kind of Spartan.
Benjamin will probably sit down on your couch, create probably some designer coffee of his, perfected over 3,000 years, have a cup of that, and then probably start taking calls for his own work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, are you
In
using the
between,
chair?
say, checking on numerous profiles and dating websites, like who's messaged me? I wonder.
Left, right, left, right. Are you using the chair though?
Actually, yes, I'm using. Well, since that one chair has gone missing, he's grabbed another chair and he's using that.
Oh, that's right. I took the other chair. That's right. I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing for a good chunk of it. You just hear the what's the effect? Coriolis effect, where you kind of where someone goes by really fast. You're like, oh, I just hear it with rolling wheels though. Oh,
Doppler.
Coriolis is the term.
Is the spinning and changing
that's it.
accuracy.
But yeah, it's just Doppler effect of rolling wheels. He's not making any noise aside from the chair. So because
Nice.
we're just killing time, and there's a lot of cops outside.
Yeah. And what would Walter be doing, right?
Because nobody's told
Can't send
Walter
him a
what's going
text or
on.
anything, even though I would probably send him a picture if he had a phone.
I don't know. I guess he's at home.
It's like,
his one
well,
chair.
snatched a bunch of people away from that robot. That was pretty good work, I guess. As you're sitting in your chair staring at the wall.
Well, the thing is, I could be staring at the wall, but I can also still be staring at them and hearing them. I mean, I can still.
It's like
You are the Watcher.
You feel eyes drilling into the back of your head.
You guard the Bifrost. You see across galaxies. You see 100 billion souls.
How do you hear all the bad things and not let it get to you?
I let it get to me.
No.
Single tear.
No, it's the Superman father story thing. You just hear all the good things too.
Okay.
All right, so
Not there.
where'd you
but
say?
watching,
Where'd you say
always
that?
watching.
Where'd you say that the trail led to?
Southern Reichsglen.
Southern Reichsglen. All right, so yeah. After about an hour of assisting Epic, I surface and say, so I narrowed him down to Southern Reichsglen, assuming he's not got a. At least that's as far back as his bounce I could get. Still a big area.
Mm-hmm. And also, as you're trawling through,
Mm-hmm.
you also notice that Haximus Maximus's profile picture
Mm-hmm.
is a similarly dressed person that you saw on the cam feed, with the gaudy costume and all, standing in front of this little micro helicopter that has Maximus Copter written on the side.
Dear gosh, we're dealing with the ultimate villain here. Got a vehicle with his name on it.
I'm going to break that copter.
Not the Maxicopter.
Not especially the Maxicopter.
All right. Since I have that image, has there been any interesting reports about a helicopter like that in the area?
There have been several reports from one of the air traffic control stations down there about an unregistered helicopter or gyro that has been circling around that area.
Okay.
And it's not been using any of the designated lanes, but they haven't really been able to catch it because whenever they get a drone up there, the footage blanks out.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be too hard for me to get close at the very least.
Yeah.
And a flying helicopter isn't necessarily a hidden object or anything, so I can't miss it either.
So what section was Reichsgun again? Was it like the upper class district, or what was it?
It is fairly middle class. It's got a lot more industrial capacity, especially around the
That's it.
Delta industrial
Yeah,
area.
factory district is how I remember it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alpina was the nice
That's
one.
just like everything along the waterfront. So
Yeah, like all of this is all factory.
You can tell by
So-
the orange.
Yes.
Scrap will kind of like roll his after. I mean, you guys are all chatting and talking about the stuff, and he'll roll his chair across the way, kind of doing that like the light spin where you don't really have a choice but to spin a little bit. And I'll be like, "So are we going?" And just go right on past you. Keep going.
Problem is, it's too big of an area just to go wander around. I said I only got the southern Reichsglen. That's still, hours and hours of area just to cover. Honestly, now that I've seen the stupid helicopter, I'm tempted to hack into the government air defense systems and and paint that as target number 1.
I suppose if you just want to fly up and say hello, that'd be pretty easy then, assuming he's actually flying it.
Yeah, that's the thing. We'd have to catch him flying it to do it, which means we'd have to draw him out. So again, we're back to trying to figure out how to draw him out somehow.
Wait, hold on. From across the fucking warehouse, he just kind of pushes off a wall and slowly rolls back. He's like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
this Maximus Maximus. He's a professional, right? He's professional.
We will label.
I'm not
him as
talking about
such.
professional like how good he is. I'm saying that he probably does this for money.
Yes,
Pay him.
Exactly. But
Give
I
him
have
a
to-
job.
We have to figure out a target for him that's legitimate and worth his time, while also not one that's going to cause actually real problems if he succeeds.
Your suit?
No.
What? You just keep your fancy robot computer thing in your head, and then it just obliterates him as soon as he tries. And then we find him, and then we go through my plan, which is to drop a car on his house. We could also just try like hit any points of Benjamin, and he gets really quiet. Benjamin's cell phone. I mean, who knows what's on there?
What?
Actually, Benjamin, you're something of a known person in the business world around here, aren't you?
A little bit.
Wouldn't you be
I
considered?
used to be at some point, but I mean, I still go around town.
Would it be, say you had competitors, would it be considered a stretch for people to think that you might have some information that they could use your competitors could use for an advantage?
He crosses his arms a little bit. It's like, well, I don't think we're really doing anything that's too weird. But, I mean, let me put it this way. I am a wealthy target.
Yeah.
Scrap nods. He's got money. That's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it probably
So-
wouldn't be too hard to just say you're some person with a grudge against me.
True, and like I said, you're a big enough name, and I could make a small modification to your phone to make it difficult to hack from anything but a close distance. That would ensure that he can't just go through the cell network to get to you. He has to get within a certain range.
Right.
And then have you hang out on one of the upper terraces somewhere, so he has to use his helicopter to come find you.
And, yeah, that would put him pretty close to it, and with very few avenues to escape.
Exactly. Alright, we have an idea.
Alright, so I assume all I need to do is be an oblivious rich target then.
Just keep
I
being
can
you,
pull
buddy.
that off easily.
Somehow I thought you could. So, well, Scrap, how's that plan sound to you? I mean,
I am very much not a target here, and I don't think he'd want to breach my bank account. And he kind of. So, I mean, yeah, it's fine.
alright.
If anything, I can go get some. I can go get some new pants and a Reichskled. Maybe some new shoes. And he looks down at his he has one hiking boot and a sneaker. He's like,
No, we're probably we're probably going to stake out a space over in Alpina, or if I'm mispronouncing it.
Well, I do have a Friend, we do have Walter, and he lives just right across, at an opposite building.
Yeah.
If you wanted to stake out there, I could go ask him. I'm sure he'd be happy. He has plenty of space.
Well, we'll figure out exact locations after I get the message out. All right,
And if
Epic.
that doesn't work, I'll just buy up another property real quick.
All right, Epic. I need to build up an online profile that's got at least 3 years worth of backstory to it.
All right, let me get started. Any details?
Start with a tale of romantic love, spurned, and now trying to find new life on the internet.
Scrap just kind of shoves him away. He goes, just make sure he knows that he's rich.
Well, no.
That's all
Right now, I'm starting with the person who's going to be contacting him.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll put
Also rich. If he tries to get in you, then we get both ways.
Yeah.
And I suppose I'll go talk to Walter and see if he is alright with staking out at his place to watch.
Watch out for the cops.
Well, you
Can
can take
do.
it.
And I will just sort of transform into a hobo-looking individual.
All right.
And I'll take the front exit.
All right. But nobody gives you much mind as you pass by the cordoned off area. It seems normal that a homeless guy would take shelter in a place like
In a
that.
random-ass warehouse, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just, like, walk away, get a fair distance, do my thing, transform, and fly away.
All right.
And I'm going to presume that before I leave, Arsenal does whatever he needs to with my tablet.
Do I need to make any sort of rolls to it's not hack proof, but I want to make sure it's like can't be basically has to get within like a not like Bluetooth range, but basically can't be hacked at the cell network. Has to be closer ranged.
He can't get you across town.
Yeah.
Yeah. With some fiddling, you can disable the any sort of greater wireless functionality.
What
Okay.
do you mean I pick up every Wi-Fi between wherever I start and wherever I land?
I just connect to Bluetooth. It's fun. It's networking.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get to hear other people's music.
And as for the profile, we're basically going to build a somewhat run-of-the-mill underground presence. You know, somebody who has been through the underground channels before. You know, made some comments here and there, maybe made a deal here and there. You know, enough that to help allay any suspicions when we reach out and contact him. There, you know, we're not just some newbie who's out there just reaching out all of a sudden. If he looks, there's signs of presence. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And are you trying to reach out directly to Haximus Maximus, or are you?
We're going. If I remember correctly from last week, there was basically a message on the board saying, "Hey, if you need something done, contact here." Right?
Yeah.
I'm going through that.
Okay. So you set up this actually so when you're setting this up, make a technology check and then a deception check.
All right. Is technology going to be for Epic to set up the profile, or is that me?
That's going to be for Epic to set up the profile.
Okay. Just making sure so I do the right rules.
Nice. And now the better of you or Epic makes the
Oh, I'm definitely doing the deception. he has.
Let's get the robot to lie.
Yeah. It's like, yes, I enjoy breathing.
I am indeed human.
All right, so some of the details could be more believable, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like you could easily see some of these weird things as like boasts.
Yeah.
So you managed to set up a fairly. I assume this is like some sort of businessman. You can.
Yeah, kind of, or a someone who arranges things for businessmen. You know what I mean?
A fixer.
And
Are we going Shadowrun on this? Because I can help.
A little bit. That's what I'm thinking, actually.
All right, so his name is Johnson.
Yes.
Just Johnson. He
Mr.
has
Johnson,
no other.
specifically.
No, He does
No.
not have any kind of. He's not Dr. Johnson. He's not Mr. or Mrs. Johnson. He's not Mr. Johnson Esquire. He's just Johnson. This is a person you will never meet face to face, and the less information you give them, the better. And most assuredly, we are going to backstab him on this deal. After this, I'm going to need to change his profile picture to that of just the basic bitchest dragon you can find.
So,
Alright. So we'll get that done. I assume it's going to be a while before we hear back from him.
yeah, it's going to be a short while. In the meantime, the cops seem to be clearing out the worst of the debris off of your road.
They're very confused about the golden alley that showed up out of nowhere.
I thought they'd be a little confused by the massive pyramid surrounding the robot.
There's a lot of
they're-
confusion.
That kind of
There-
collapsed on itself after it blew up.
Yeah, it did. But they're still wondering where this weird, like, stony substance came from. And they're kind of like poking around, and you can see they're actually bringing some guys from a like consulting firm. They're consulting. You recognize maybe one or two people. Arsenal. They would sometimes show up when any experiments went wrong to investigate. And they're kind of poking around, but they're not like making any attempt to like knock on any doors.
Yeah.
No one's gonna answer a door down here.
Orgis robots still?
The Orgis robots are still milling about, but you notice one of them drops a single piece of paper at the front of the
Where
door,
else? Okay.
and then it kind of like jerks a little bit when it drops it, and then it keeps walking.
And that's the only place that got paper dropped.
Yes.
All right. When it appears in the cameras that nobody's paying attention to the front, I go and retrieve the paper and see what it says on it.
It is a small business card with the initials HM marked on it, purple and green, and that's it.
Scrap just looks over and goes, "Want me to call him?" You're very important, and you have all this tech stuff. I have a Neo Nokia. What's gonna do? Just hack my snake game?
This is the problem with the fact that, and let me guess, this happened after we sent the request, right? Or did this happen while we were doing the request?
This happened while you were doing it.
Okay, that's a little bit better, but not much. Big thing is, this says he knows where I'm at, or possibly he knows where Epic is at. And maybe this is more against Epic than me.
I have an idea. But you just have to trust me, and I don't think I can be here for it.
What's going on?
I'm going to say hello all the time. That's it. I'm going to pick up the phone, and they'll be like, hello? And he'll be like, I'm here to take over your business, or whatever. I'll just be, hello? And it'll be great, because they'll think the number's dead. And so then we can track him while I'm doing that. Is that how these work? I mean, all my tech is usually a little more analog. We just keep on the line, we can track him down, and then, car, house.
Now, on the card, there's no number. It's just the two letters.
Oh,
right?
I thought. What kind of business?
It just has the two letters on it. It's like
I thought it was
card.
like
it's a calling
business card.
No, but it's big. He says business card size.
Yeah.
Well, shit, this is useless.
All right. This is.
He just wanted to flex on you.
Yeah, this is getting a little too personal.
I mean, I could always. Wait, is it? Okay. It's probably like only afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, it's too early still. Well, given our time frame to whatever it is, and he points over the computer while Epic's doing his everything. He goes, how long do you think we're gonna be able to do this tonight, or do you want to wait till the morning?
Depends on how quickly he gets back to me and how long the negotiations take. Honestly, I'd expect it to take a couple of days.
Huh. I guess that gives me. Do you need me here? I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to go out. I want to get out of here. I'm getting a little stir crazy.
No, I understand. You go ahead. The police presence outside has kind of gone down a little bit. Although, before you go, let me check something real quick.
Hmm.
Those order spots. Is there
Yeah.
one that looks like I might be able to hijack and get in, pull in without anybody noticing?
You don't know too much about how these Ordris bots work, so you have
Okay.
no idea how strong it is if you'd be able to just wrangle it in.
Well, that's what scraps are for.
True, but you
To be
have
fair,
no
you
idea.
did just witness someone else hack them, and it went
Yes.
off and did something else, and nobody stopped it.
But I'm looking more along the lines of, can I get one by itself?
It
Do
would
you
be
want me to
difficult.
break one?
Like,
Because I can break one.
I'm hoping to not break it too much. I'd like to be able to study it.
Yeah, they are patrolling around, but it is like the light of day, and there are a bunch
Okay.
of people around.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay,
go
about a
ahead.
day at crime scene.
Yeah, go ahead. I was thinking of having you grab one of those Ordris bots so I could examine them, but it's a little bit too noisy out there right now. We'll get an
I
opportunity
don't exactly
later.
work not noisy with these things.
Yes, but would also be within, with cops still within a couple 100 feet of you and all that sort of stuff.
No, what I'm saying is that I can't not work noisy with these. It's going to be noisy regardless. If you want me to sneak someplace, I can do that. If you want me to break something,
Haven't you ever heard that old saying, that old philosophical question: if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there, does it make a noise?
I don't think the tree. What the fuck?
The point is, it doesn't matter if you are physically noisy if there's nobody else around to notice it. Right now, there's people around to notice it.
This is a half block. There's always people to notice things.
But not cops and other investigator types.
I mean, I think people will understand. Not understand, but they'll be.
Just go ahead and do your thing.
Curious.
I'll try get one of the order spots later.
You're crazy. All right. Well, good luck. Godspeed. Whatever. Bye.
Yeah.
And just boop, boop, out, Louis out. And I am actually going to go clothes shopping.
Nice. So, are you going to kind of leave this area, go to a slightly more upscale one, or are you going to be staying around here?
I'm definitely not going to Alpina because those clothes are stupid and it makes no sense, and it'll make me really stand out in Cote Noir, which I kind of want to keep some, connection to. But Cote Noir's clothes are also made of
Paper.
garbage.
Well,
paper.
definitely the part you are. There are some nicer sections, especially around like this southern ring near the enforcement zone.
But I'd much rather go to like a lower class part of Reichsglen because that would seem more modest and they'd actually be comfortable.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. We have time. It's the afternoon. I'll catch a car because I still have an indeterminate amount of money, and hopefully that indeterminate amount of money will help me get some nice clothes and some actual good shoes for once.
Yes. So you managed to hitch a monorail through the wall to Reichsglen. And
That's pretty
we're
cool.
actually going to move you over here. I think this is the first time I've actually seen the Reichsglen background.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
So you arrive at Reichsglen. It's the part that you arrive at is in the well, no, you wouldn't go to the Delta. You'd be in the southern area. So yeah, it seems somewhat similar to Cote Noir, but once again it's a bit wealthier and
The lights work.
Yeah, the lights work. There's not as much trash on the streets, and you can get to a commercial district without too much trouble.
I mean, I'll make my way there. No rush. I think I still got time before they close.
Yeah.
Don't make eye contact with people.
And so, what would everybody else be doing at this time as this information is trying to be relayed to Max?
I believe I said it was flying over to Walter. Work.
At Amazon?
Exactly.
I assume you fly back and Walter would be appearing to be in the same place.
Yep, I'll like land on the veranda and like give a knock. Just wave at him through the window. Press my face against it. Walter!
Can you guys hear me?
Walter, it's me!
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just sitting in my chair.
But like I'm literally standing there just like waiting for you to invite me.
Yeah, I mean, just for a long
The
time.
door locked on my way out. I can't get in this way.
For a long time, just staring forwards, and then I notice you and like, oh, look over in your direction. It's unlocked.
Hi,
Come on
Walter.
in.
Sorry, I was watching the strip show over in the other district.
All right, so I'll come on in and I'll go like, "Hey, Walter, how was work
No,
today?"
I mean, I'm pretty sure my chair faces the window. I can just look outside normally. I mean, I didn't go to work.
Oh, you didn't?
No. I mean, you saw me. No, wait, no, man. That was a different thing. I went to work.
Yeah, you're
Rewind time and realize what happened.
Yeah, rewind. I didn't get that right. Let's go back.
You're about being pushing behind.
How was work today? Work was fine.
This is the conversation. Like just like the
I like my job, but I don't think I'm going. Oh gosh, the whole scene. Anyway, so without getting too office spacey, I go, "Oh, okay. Well, I just want to tell you how things went today. I fought a giant robot."
Really?
Yeah, and I'll like give you like a description. It's like, "Oh yeah, and when I got there, Arsenal was there, and yeah. Oh, I wish I could show you. Wait a second, I can. I have a photo." And he'll like take out his tablet and like show like a picture of him getting his selfie on the pyramid with like everyone else in the background.
And if you could read the hieroglyphics underneath, it would be Banunzis was here.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It would be like a whole bunch of childish stuff like that. I think after 3,000 years of no one being able to read it, he just doesn't care what he puts on it anymore.
Yeah, just you and Rita Repulsa. Why was there a robot?
Apparently it ran away from a construction site. Some person calling himself Haximus Maximus decided it would be a fun prank, I think.
Huh, that's weird.
Honestly, I don't know what he's up to, but we have a plan. You want to hear it?
Sure.
They're going to send Haximus Maximus against me and trying to rob me. Over there, and I like point like to my apartment like across the way. But I think part of this plan requires them to be able to stake out my apartment and watch for when it happens. I'm not sure how Scrap is going to get across the building. Maybe he'll throw a rock. And I just like rub my chin and go, "Never mind." Point is, would you mind helping them out and letting them use this spot to watch from? It's got a clear view of my place.
It does.
I can understand if you think maybe it's too risky, though.
No, I think it's fine. I think there's very little chance of them ruining my stuff.
Great.
gestures at the chair.
I'll be sure to tell them all about it then. They might be by, I guess tonight? I don't know. I should actually ask them.
All right. So as this is going on, it takes maybe a few hours, but Epic does alert you that there has been a response to your posting.
All right.
It looks like it is from HM, and the message just says, "How much?"
I quote him a. Let's see here. Having looked up compared prices on stuff for other things in here, I quote him a price that's about 20% over the typical, because with saying since it's you have to get an enclosed job, we're adding a premium kind of thing.
And after that, HM responds almost immediately. Loud.
Loud is acceptable.
And then it's going to say advance 40%,
20%,
30%,
25,
27.
26.25.
27.
Fine. And
Deep.
yeah, I have Epic route him from a different account than one of my usual ones.
All right. And how many points of wealth do you have?
3.
All right, so yeah, you can scrape it together without too much trouble.
Yeah.
So
It's not going to be that big. Not going to be that big of a deal. Basically, all I'm asking to do is to break into a phone and pull codes. It's not like it's a huge deal.
And it says, "I'll have it to you by tomorrow morning."
All right, and I set up an electronic Dropbox sort of thing for him to send the information from. But at the same time, Epic's going to be spending time setting it up so that there's a tracker embedded. So that if he does get away and sends it, hopefully we can track him back with it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, I send text message to Benjamin and Scrap saying, apparently we got a hit and he's apparently going to do it tonight. He said he said he would have it for me by tomorrow morning.
Okay, Benjamin's probably going to text back with, and I talked to Walter. He said you're free to use his apartment. It's X and X over here on this floor. You might want to get Scrap like a rocket or something. I don't know how he's going to get across the way. It's a bit of a jump.
I can carry him. I upgraded the armor system.
And Benjamin sends back a smiley face.
Very nice. Okay, so how exactly do you set up for this stakeout?
I've brought a chair.
I only have the one. You have to bring your own.
Sorry, I didn't expect company.
Let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything useful equipment-wise I might want to bring. Actually, I bring a little bit of equipment that basically so basically I can stay hooked into Benjamin's tablet, so that if we don't physically see him, we can tell when it's being hacked.
Mm-hmm. And so, where are you going to leave the tablet?
I figure it's going to be on Benjamin. That way, it's or at least in Benjamin's house.
Yep, it is literally in my hands, and as our plan, I will probably be in my house doing my evening routine.
Well, you're doing your evening routine with the thing?
So okay, now is this a weekday routine or a weekend routine? Because we got to figure out if there's gonna be 4 or 5 girls there.
Yeah, how many women are there?
Lowballing my parties, how dare you?
No, I didn't say this was a party. You didn't say this was a party. You said this was routine. Parties run between 10 and 12 girls.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I mean, you're counting on him to be a Casanova, and we've already seen him strike out with at least 2 women. And not make it with anybody.
By the gods themselves.
Hey, when you can create gold at whim, there's no such thing as no company.
Yeah, and ironically, though, it hasn't been suiting him very well.
Gold diggers all.
Well, I wasn't thinking just that, but still. Alright, so basically
since we joked about it, now it's true, though.
So I basically also send a message to Scrap, ask him if he wants me to come pick him up, or if he's just gonna meet us there.
Send him dresses. That's what he says. Send him a dress.
Yeah. Alright, so I make sure he has the address.
Make it a moo.
And then I take off and head for Walter's place.
Okay.
Because I figure we're going to be there most of the night because we have no idea when he's going to be there. Oh, I also do send a warning to Benjamin, make sure that he may come in loud, so to speak.
Oh, okay. That'll be fine.
I figured you wouldn't care, and it sounded like it would make it more exciting and more tempting to him.
I'll prepare some extra coffee. I suppose it is worth mentioning, the penthouse has a toughness of 10 and a security DC of 25.
Nice.
Spent a lot of points on equipment, huh?
Well, it's like only 2 points to go from like 20 to 25 DC, and toughness was like 3 extra points because it starts at 6.
I don't.
My
I only
place is
spent,
tougher, but you have better.
And
security.
all of that together is less than 1 power point.
I spent all of 2 points on equipment, and all of it went to my chair.
I got 4 points of equipment in base right now total.
I think I got 3
Includes
myself.
a fire extinguisher now.
One might argue that I love chairs more than Scrap does.
Oh, and it includes a comlink now, so I will have that in my ear for this.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So, Scrap, do you take a normal mode of transportation there?
Yeah, I mean, after I've done my shop, I would think, I still have plenty of time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, I did warn you that it's going to happen sometime tonight.
Oh, I suppose maybe I might send my staff home for safety's sake if they want to.
Sure.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, you said you'll be there tonight. I have time to do shopping now. I can get my stuff out of the way, and it'll be fine.
That's fine. I just want to make sure you are informed so that you know. When
I asked you to send me the addresses so we're good.
All right. So, what kind of duds do you pick up?
Well, I figure I can't wear most normal clothes because of these motherfuckers on my hand. So
Well, you can always
sleeves
take
are
them off and
difficult.
Put the.
You just take them off and put the clothes on. Shut up. So I gotta think. Like, shoes, pants, those are fine. Those are easy. I'm gonna see if I can't steal a welding, or not, steal and or acquire and or purchase a welding mask from somewhere.
It can be
'Cause-
done. Well, it's
Could.
especially easy in Reichsglen.
Yeah, just hey man, you want that? $10. All right, here you go. Done. Probably more than $10, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But what the fuck kind of shirts do I wear? Okay, this is gonna take me a second. So just you keep doing your stuff, and I gotta make diagrams or something.
All right. So, as it slides into evening, where are you guys all set up?
As I said, in the apartment.
All right.
Or penthouse, rather.
Both of them are okay. Just let me understand. These are huge towers and all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the top is like some sort of park.
Yeah.
Okay, so I couldn't exactly hang out there. It'd be noticeable. So I'd probably end up having to stay in Walter's apartment and just be able to go out the balcony whenever.
Mm-hmm. Move there. What? Like beds in the walls, but in the floors there too?
It's
It's a budding franchise.
All right. So, would you mind describing your evening routine for me?
Well, after the 4 to 5 girls, after they're on their way home, I assume, I'm probably making some coffee and probably going through messages on my tablet, just going through various emails throughout the day and responding, taking a nice little break, maybe setting up like next to my TV, kicking my feet up, and probably just
Oh
watching.
God!
Literally, just perfectly normal evening.
So you're when you're watching TV, make a perception check,
Okay,
and that would be everybody.
Okay, so I figured it out.
Yeah.
Tank tops. You can wear a tank top because there's no sleeves to those.
Yeah.
So it's just a nice, I don't know, tank top with a vest because that doesn't have sleeves.
Yeah.
But Mr. Furley, you can't kick him out. That's all I see.
So you're wearing wife beaters there, Scrap?
You gotta make do with what you got. And, it makes sense considering my upbringing.
Exactly,
Just
that's
low
what I
class
was thinking.
motherfucker. All I need is a really shitty beer and a parch. and a
Beer belly?
bug zapper, so I can go. It's a good one. Whenever we get like a moth. I miss my white trash upbringing. That shit was fun.
Okay, so as you guys are waiting for this person to show up, ooh,